The content provided in this program is an independent production. The views and opinions expressed are solely those of the individuals involved who express them. They do not necessarily reflect the official policies, positions, or endorsements of the hosting platform Bounce Up Central Media Network or its affiliates. Bounce Up Central Media Network does not warrant or guarantee the accuracy, adequacy, quality, validity, completeness, or suitability of any information for any purpose. In no event shall Bounce Up Central Media Network be held liable for any inaccuracies, errors, or omissions with respect to the information in the transmission or any part thereof or for any damage arising therefrom. The entire risk and the accuracy, adequacy, completeness, validity, and quality of any information is within the show's content producer. In no event will Bounce Up Central Media Network, its heirs, or assigns be liable to any party for direct, indirect, special, punitive, or consequential damages or any other damages arising in any way out of the production that has been aired or is about to be aired. Thank you for watching.
If you can look as far as I see, within this great land we call TNT, there's birds and bees, rivers and seas, pretty woman bringing man to their knees. Treasures of this blessed land we always neglect like ISO and pan. I find it so strange the way we arrange. Still this nation don't know how to change. To some change by just mean a new car could mean less than $1. To most change have this nice scent we usually get from the government. You see, change is something we always say, but every time we change things remain the same way. Things keep getting worse and worse, so this is what I propose. Let's change the change for a better nation. Change the change for all foundations. Change the change so that we could say that this nation here came from quite down there. I say change the change within the school systems. Stop changing ministers and change what we teach them. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's murders, killings galore, so much gunmen fighting needless war. I can't tell you stay, can't tell you go, cause this still the land we used to know. Homeless, every corner you meet, and they complimented by our dirty streets. Then we wonder why in our sister isle, why they don't like Trinis to come and spend time. Well, you see, it's much more than paving a whole road, and it's greater than fixing a lamp pole. Change is about the whole nation and how we are portrayed when the party done. Who set these standards in my TNT? Really wish somebody here could tell me. It's just the same thing again and again, like we leaders don't use the brain. So change the change within our country. Change the change so the whole world could see. Change the change for a better future, so we don't have to depend on our next mayor. Say change the change within the society. Otherwise we
yes, change the change. Let me just block all the right there. Yeah. So change. Ooh, right there. meeting. Let me just get a little more up and person. Just block it out a little bit. Yeah. So good evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome to Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. And well, I am here. I do want to say that we did start a little late, and yeah, we did start a little late. Normally, I would start at 6 o'clock, and then we bill, but it's all good because we had to get some information that was coming in, you know. And good evening, Miss Rudy Chudy, Yvonne Hamilton. Yes, good evening to all the people who are locked on and listening. And but we are getting some development, development that is happening, and that is looking to come into probably our shores very soon. And one really has to ask the question. Just take down that music a little bit there. I think that music is drowning me out a little bit. Nice. Right. So I would have gotten some news today that and you see, this is why we have to look at the international news. Good evening, Miss Melba Smith. This is why we have to look at international news, and we won't have to really ask ourselves the question: why did this SOE really was called on this country? Who were the real players that caused this whole drama to take place in Trinidad and Tobago? Did it really have anything to do with Raja Ali and many of them? Or even CPEP? Was those things just a smoke screen, masking behind what was really looking to happen? Because only today we would have learned about the United States looking to deploy U.S. Navy and military to the hemisphere, the Caribbean region, and they're heading south, which is basically, when you call us Southeast, you're saying basically Trinidad and Tobago, because they want to deal with terrorism and they want to deal with the drug trade and those persons who are causing problems in the criminal underworld. They don't government of Trinidad and Tobago sign any agreement with the Trump administration that will allow these U.S. troops to come into our community to Trinidad and Tobago to go to cause eruption on the south mainland, which is Venezuela. These are the questions we really have to ask them, because the way in which Kamala Prasad-Bissessar has been operating and functioning is as though she is taking instructions on what is the next move that she has to carry out in this country. And when we all thought it was one thing, it was the next thing, it was the next thing, but really and truly, she was basically gathering money, because apparently they're going to be paying a lot of money to house their troops here. And if it is that we are going to be looking at investments, and well, she done say already she's not doing no investment with Venezuela. Is it because she knew or had knowledge before not to want to do business with them, because that will automatically interfere with what was the plan from day one? You see, this administration keeps coming every time and lying to us continuously about terrorists, about some plan to disrupt the nation and all these different things, but really and truly, when you watch their action, they're laughing. How could you have people looking to disrupt the lives of citizens in this country, but you have the Attorney General laughing and talking about your CV into a rocket launcher yet? You have the police commissioner saying that he neutralized the threat, but still yet be under SOE. You have ministers parading up and down the place, laughing and getting kicked and talking about stand your ground. But yet still, we are still under this SOE. So if you neutralize the threat, you don't do all these things. Why then were we in a SOE? Is it because you already knew that the US is going to be bringing military and setting up a base down in Trinidad here to launch an attack on Venezuela, our partners next door? This administration is about playing the game of not telling the citizens the truth. So they come with all this fancy talk of we are going to bust their head and stand your ground. But really and truly, it's about the whole politics of keep them busy, distract them, while the reality of what we really want to do, they must not know. Strange enough, when a lot of digging has been going on into this thing, nobody seems to really want to deal with geopolitics. Because they more focus on the local politics. Well, yes, we can throw my mind back to that when they said lock them up and we go find and then we had an Attorney General who said we will find something to charge them with. And that has been happening. But with the US now coming into Trinidad to go after Nicolas Maduro, are they coming forward to tell us the truth? And how much money is going to be paid to this administration to allow that state to take place? Well, we may very well see an invasion of Venezuela very soon. This administration has never been straightforward with the people, and they will never will. And every time they will be coming with it's only distraction, lies, deceit, hypocrisy, and they will continue to push that narrative of we have a threat. We need to neutralize the threat. We need to neutralize the threat. But she come with that again. She will come with that. They're trying to assassinate. Who really want to take out dictator Kamala? Barry Paddle, look how long I've been saying since before happened before the SOE was called. You had ministers, I came right here and I said it. You had ministers who were having bodyguards protecting them. But now that this thing is now coming to the forefront, that the order has been signed, that military troops will be coming to the southern Caribbean, which they is called we, Southeast. We now have to ask the question, they will be setting a base here. Apparently, there's a 50 million or 50 million US dollars to be given. But yes, if they don't agree to protest, and who they really don't want to protest, it's not so much the poor people anymore. Nah, the UNC don't care about the PNM. They don't care about the PNM. In fact, one told me today on a post that I put up, go and help your political leader gain confidence. But really and truly, this administration is about lies, deceit, and hypocrisy. When you watch all the board appointments also, it's only criminals. I want to know whether or not if those US troops will be coming for those criminals. And who they really coming for? Because if you put in all your criminal partners, because most of them have criminal background, and they're sitting in high positions. Some of them you don't want to extradite them. Will the US be coming here to take them out? What will they be really coming here to do? What will they really be coming here to do? We have had a good relationship with Venezuela. We have respected Venezuela's democracy, regardless whether or not if people don't like how certain things are done, but they have their format of their democracy. They had their election, they had people who won the election, even though they said that the election was rigged. But we still have to respect their sovereignty rights. And we just can't allow people to just come in, to set up shop, to go and attack a next person's country, invade their sovereignty. Because what will we be saying in Trinidad and Tobago? Or is it that the US troops will be coming to take out certain people in Trinidad and Tobago? That is why they have designated. That is why they have designated Spectrum as a base to house quote-unquote prisoners, which are not even prisoners of war, but are deemed to be high risk prisoners. When would we get to know the real truth of what this administration is really hiding from this society? Because nobody seems to be able to trust the UNC and this quote-unquote coalition of interest. Nobody. So what is the purpose of, what is the real purpose of this SOE? To hide the whole truth that we may very well see US troops heading into Trinidad and Tobago to launch a massive attack on Venezuela. Because that's what is happening now. Because you can't trust Trump and you can't trust Kamala. So who you going to really trust? You can't trust none of them. Because Kamala is like Trump little puppet. Wherever he said, she had to go with it. So you can't trust none of the two. Because when you hear Trump talk, you hear Kamala talk. And when you hear Kamala talk, well, boy, you don't know what next Trump will come with next. So which one is it? Because we clearly seeing they are probably preparing for some kind of unrest that we don't know about. Or they may create an unrest in this country that we don't know nothing about. Because they have a masterminding those type of things. Pay people to create a whole scenario like what happened in the past. Make people believe, oh, they can't go downtown, thing, this, that, the other. One set of people blocking the road, this, that, the other, and they created a whole big mass. Isn't that what Kamala Prasad is, sir? And them really preparing for? So that when they do that, and you have people coming in here, international people coming in here, which communities would they be attacking? Which communities are more predominantly PNM communities? Not the East-West corridor. And if you challenge and you go after the base of the East-West corridor to take out these people, it's all about preparing for 2030 for she. But you're right. She does not understand geopolitics in this whole scheme of things. She doesn't. So now we are seeing now, and we need answers. We need answers. Because anytime she declares that certain communities are high risk in terms of the drug trade and terrorism, and she starts identifying, because they're done saying already it's 3,000. It was then noted that it was 3,000 young members in this country. That's plenty. So just picture these people going to be setting up people in the east-west corridor to be taken out under the disguise of terrorism. Drug trade, guns, gang warfare. While she put her people in place who are children traffickers, sex traffickers, who are involved in all sorts of illicit criminal activities. But none of them have, most of them, only one or two of them were good citizens, was halted before the court of Trinidad and Tobago, tried, convicted. And she has now placed them on senior boards to protect them. This is a serious game that Kamala Prasad Bisesa and this so-called UNC coalition of interest, which is really UNC, playing on the citizens of this country. And they so feel that people don't want to check up on the State Department to find out the information and all these different things. They so believe that there are people who are sitting down and watching the whole politics, the whole geopolitics that is taking place around, and just not in the region, but all over. And this will have serious consequences on us. But one person I would really like, to see, if you're bringing these people and you're calling people criminals and terrorists and all these things, I hope they're picking up Jack Warner and going with him one time. I hope they will pick up those who was involved in the airport scandal that refused to be extradited to America. I hope they will pick them up one time. Who getting free pass because administration in power. I hope they will pick up all of them. Because most of them, if not all of them, were spending US money. And when they're spending US money without certain approval, you are committing a crime against America. Well, I really hope that they also go with T2. And all of them who involved in that whole EMBD. Because this is a worrying and new developing story that is happening in our region. And we can't be playing smart with foolishness with the lives of citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, because anything that is affecting Venezuela may very well affect us in Trinidad and Tobago too. Well, there's the next thing, Mr. Rima. Venezuela is very much looking down the oil and the gas, but the Escobar region is in Guyana. You see how the geopolitics play now? You see how the geopolitics play now? And we are basically about what, 2 miles, 3 miles, or 5 miles away from Venezuela. Righty. It's taking a half an hour to reach Venezuela from Trinidad. A half an hour by boat. From Icaracas to Venezuela, half an hour. From Charama to Venezuela, half an hour. It's so much. And that's the thing. If Russia and China get involved in this thing, because Venezuela is well known for signing over all the oil assets to Russia for protection. And with Russia, if Russia decides to move in, those submarines and those battleships into the Caribbean region, that is right next door to America, because we are not too far from America, you know. We are not too far from America, and America don't want a war in the Western Hemisphere right on their own doorstep. And we are right in the middle. So Kamala Prasad, sister, need to come clean to tell us whether or not if this U.S. military buildup was going to be building the base in Trinidad and Tobago, and for what purpose? Because she done talk about, remember when she made the statement, and she talked about don't come and be separate. Anytime you come in, like, you know, she's a big bully. Basically telling you, if you come and be territory, we will deal with you. So isn't that she opened up the doorway now to basically say to America, we need your support because Venezuela threatening we? This is something serious, and this is 2025, and Trump wants to look good on the international market because he already saying while he don't want to go over in Russia to fight no war because he don't know there are problems over there with China and all of them ganging up, but he could take on Venezuela here in the Caribbean. But Venezuela is not going to just sit down like a loopy dog and wait for America to come in their ground. So now we have to wait and see. Well, you see, America is gave some good propaganda using when they're ready to invade their country. You know. When they see they couldn't, and that is so true. When they couldn't get to Dr. Rowley, because Dr. Rowley told them he is being neutral and he respects the sovereignty of Venezuela. But Kamala comes in as the big tonto, the Bajan. I don't afraid. Don't come here for this, don't come here for that. And she is going to be putting on her foot. We have to really watch this thing as a developing story. We have to watch this thing carefully as a real serious developing story because yes, Biden wanted us to work with Venezuela because that's why he signed the agreement that would have allowed us to have a 30-year lease and also a 20-year lease. So like 50 years we're talking about. Like 50 years. We would have been benefiting and the people of Venezuela would not have been getting the money, but they would have been getting the food. We would have provided food. Just send the food, but we would have had the money. Which would have built the economy of Trinidad and Tobago, but for some strange reason, well, the people went and they voted against the Biden administration because, and then they come and they vote out the PNM administration because the UNC coalition of interest went and cut the deal. And that's why for some strange reason, I don't really believe those numbers that we got in the whole election. I don't believe it because something was not right. But now I'm seeing it clearly playing out now more than ever before. That a deal was struck with America, with the UNC. Because it just couldn't be that you saying what? Them kind of figures. And that is what happened. That is what basically would have been happening. That election, something was not right with that 2025 election. The figures, I mean to say, it lost, you know. You get lost, you know. But nah, something not right. Something not right. Something not right. Something not right. And if it is, because even when Dr. Rowley was leaving and they wanted to attack Dr. Rowley and he said, well, I don't bound to go back there, I don't have to go back there because they wanted to conclude the story with even America again. To embarrass Dr. Rowley. Here it is. You're now seeing where we may very well see thousands and thousands of US military coming to our region, setting up shop in our waters, our land, where they will give the Trinidad and Tobago government some money, keep them off the back, but really and truly launch an attack on a sovereign nation because Dr. Rowley tell you he not going to participate in that. So you know what? Get rid of he and we'll go with this one. Mash up Venezuela. So all this time, undermining, underhandedness was taking place with even our election in Trinidad and Tobago. Even to get the results denied was problem. Even to get the results denied of the election was problem. So all this thing was well orchestrated, well planned, and well executed. So now we have to brace ourselves. All those things were smoke screen. You see, they needed to create this whole narrative in people's minds. That is really CPEP. CPEP is boo. Because they're laughing. And if you could see somebody laughing and talking about, you see any rocket launcher here, that alone should wake you up. To make you realize that, wait now, the plan was bigger than what we thought. And now they executed it and we failed. So the whole thing was Rowley blocking we. Rowley blocking we. We need to get down there. We need to go after he. Put a bounty on his head. Alright, they can't bring him in. Go and attack Venezuela. Kamala, you will get everything we wanted to do for we. We will give you this, we will give you that, we will give you the support, we will give you all the things. And yes, Trump, I will do what you have. Because she was writing letters to Trump all the time. So all the time she writing letters, we had to ask herself, what is it she was really putting in them letters? Outside of the sanctions and all them things, what kind of agreement, what kind of negotiation was really going on between Kamala Prasad, the sister, and the Trump administration? Because the UN, where the UNC get all that money from? Where did the UNC get all that money from? They had no money. And all of a sudden, the week leading up to the election, they got millions. Where did they get that money from? And they can't say they get it from no 1-2 financiers in Trinidad and Tobago. So where did they get all that money from? It's because why? This thing was being planned day by day by day by day. So now we're going to see the US troops here. Kamala win a bill. We get a fund, a grant, we get some kind of thing, and she's going to boost security because she done block wrong, she over already. Think about it. Think about it. She was done preparing for this, and then she talking about panic button. But the panic button is for we. But for she done block wrong, she hold property because she know what was coming. She didn't know what was coming. That's why she take down all the regular spiritual defense and she put it up, lock it up properly, proper secure wall. That even if a bullet try to go through there, it can't penetrate. Because she know what was happening, what was coming. When they make deals with the devil, I hope they are prepared for the consequences that comes after. You know. Because she talking about panic button. Well, all you mean if she ever underground in the tunnel in she house, she must be very well about underground bunker. In she place where she covered and she well covered, you know. Don't get tired with them people, you know. She done buy the property next door, you know, because remember, she said they was complaining, so she buy all the property next door. So all that time she could be very well digging below the earth in case anything happen. She's safe. If we are the catch. If we have to be, we are the catch ourselves, you know. If we ask the catch, not she. So she knows fully well what was being planned and what wasn't being planned. So she take in front before in front take she. And when you don't know what's coming, what will you do? Not prepare yourself? So she prepared herself for what is going to be happening coming up probably in the near future, very soon, in the months to come. Because it only about 4 more months to go in the year. And Trump wants to take out Venezuela president immediately. So we need to ask the question, She already knew. She already knew. So she fell out of the country. She sold us out. So all we see happening here, where she giving out the land to Carney, she giving out money, she giving out this, she giving out that, and she going and giving out. She is going to prepare herself that when the thing happens, nobody is to come and ask her nothing. But she said, if we have to catch, because we don't have no underground bunker to run under, to hide. We have to be running from neighbor to neighbor to neighbor. Oh God, the bombs dropping. You have to protect your boy children all how. Because they might very well be coming and saying they are criminal. Kill them. She may very well say, all of them is criminals, look them there. This woman, dangerous, you know. She sell out the whole country. Take me a call. You can put her on a stand for treason. And if we do get the act together, because a former police commissioner say pray, and they caught she, they really kill she, they carry she down to the door. But here it is. Kamala asking the same God. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she asking the same God. Because I don't know what God she does pray to. But she is basically trying to say she's going to God to see what she can do. But I'm telling you, this woman, what we see in here, and it's true, things happening outside in America, martial law, and look, we have it here in Trinidad, martial law. So clearly, she is prepared, you know. This woman is so dangerous. This woman is so dangerous and deceitful. We have to really watch her really closely. They're telling you. This is serious business, you know. Trump wants to go all over in Russia. He say, well, he going and thing, he's deploying things, this, that. When he do here, the joke, he pull back. He realize I can't go out there. So why I send military, that distraction out there. While they're focusing out there in the Russian area with Ukraine and all of them, you know what? Let me go down by Venezuela now because why? While everybody all focused over there, we focusing on Venezuela. I'm gonna get rid of him. And that's what is happening. But you know what? Come on. How you going? Okay. Why you going to say bye? I want to use your waters and your country to drop some bombs down in Venezuela. Well, you know, the price is right, you know, the price is right. Give me something now. These things are not happening by accident. These things are not happening by accident. These things are well planned and being executed day by day in front of his face, and like we not even understanding how this thing going and continue to be played out. This is where you call. This is where you call. Play with the brain, and they will follow suit. So they sell me whatever they sell we. They track we how much they track we. Keep we distracted all the time. And then look, bam! I need money. I need money. I need money. How much you need? How much you need? How much you give me? The only thing that comes right is she pocket and how much more money she can get. That's the only thing that comes along. So now it has become more and more clear to us that this 2025 election may not have been as devastating as what it looked like. Because if you follow the trend and you follow the pattern, and you know why I can follow the trend and follow the pattern? Not one MP under the PNM, not one of them got 10,000. Not one. They didn't get 8,000. If not all of them bordered around 7,000. Big fence. None of them. None of them. Check it. None of them. We saw it on the EBC flight. We saw it there. So something had to be wrong. And even in night and all, I keep saying it, something wrong. But it's because a deal don't make. A serious deal don't create. It was done, signed, delivered. And check it out. Check it out. And let me tell you something, eh? One of the things I watching carefully is how a lot of them, a lot of these so-called people who supposed to be doing the people's business, all of a sudden, they're lying. Check out what Eddie did with people. Check out what Eddie did with people. He lied. Because he tell himself you get a position over there. Who's to say that EBC did not do the same thing? And certain people in EBC didn't do the same thing. Who is to say? Let me tell you something. One thing I don't do in this place here is you can't trust people just to. The figures wasn't right. Nothing wasn't right. The night of the election, normally let's get the results coming in from polling station to polling station. That thing coming in, that nothing. And then bam. Minute what? A little after 7? A little after, no. About at 8 o'clock, minute to 9. You see, bam, bam, bam. A few little numbers. This one lost, that one lost, this one lost, this one lost, this one lost. And when they check it out, they just wasn't adding up. So now we know. Now we know for sure it was all part to get rid of the PNM administration, to put in place the UNC administration, for the United States of America to be able to carry out the onslaught on a sovereign nation like Venezuela. But I want to tell Kamala something. I want to tell Kamala something. The same way you cut a deal with people who don't like you, because let me tell you something. Let me face back. Rednecks don't like Indians. They don't. They don't. They don't trust them. I tell you that. Seriously. They don't. They will play the game with them because they know they like money. When in reality, don't be surprised that they bust their throat politically also. Because that's how they operate. That is how they operate. So they call a price. You get the election. We give you the election, manipulate the election. So when you're done manipulate the election, you get the election. Offer what you done, trust a deal. Because I don't trust America. I don't trust them. They have been wheeling and deals for years, taking people and cutting up people things, getting a bad negotiation in favor of them, not in favor of you, but in favor of them. And when they're done, they turn around the same people who they cut the deal with and get rid of them. They will turn around the same people. That's why if you check it out, John Jeremy could jump over there the same week. Oh, they busting Mark. John Jeremy reach over there basically about what, 1 week to election. You have Kelly Little saying, bam bam, Gary Hunt, bam bam, all of them. Everybody just, and they taking them, paying them. So it's all about the money. And the more we have, well, them want the power, but them want money. So if we give them money, we get that with them more, but we want the power. And he who holds the power holds the key to the treasury. So they have the treasury power. Because they done got the deal with America. So now you have US troops parading up and down the place. And then you go here at 2 a.m. because them don't like to strike at 12 o'clock. Dr. Rowley like to do things at 12 midnight. That was Dr. Rowley code. He was 12 midnight. America don't strike at 12 midnight. At 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, while you sleeping, they busy striking Scud missiles on the bases down in Venezuela. And that is what they want to be doing. Mm-hmm. Yes. 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 And even when Venezuela was talking about people coming down there to care of crimes and terrorist attacks, they knew fully well what was happening. The UNC administration knew fully well what was really happening. And that is why she could talk with this authority. If you come in my waters or you come on our sovereign nation, we will defend it. Defend it with what? Until the army and them was saying, we want to defend with. We can't fight no war. Not realizing it's not you, we don't fight no war. If the Americans come in to fight the war on behalf of Kamala Prasad on our soil, just you might have to go in the forefront. You, the army, the regiment, well, I can't say army, the regiment will have to go in the forefront to fight. And that is what is going to happen. For a few dollars. For a few dollars, because let me tell you something, you ain't getting no $2 billion for this. I'm like getting no $15 billion because as far as Trump is concerned, she's a nobody in his face, She is a nobody, She just holding the little property. Okay, just give her a little small change. How much you want? All right, just give her a little donation and we'll use it and bomb down Venezuela. But in bombing Venezuela, she better not hope that they make the mistake and drop something by she house. And then you have the regime change back. Because you know why? They don't deal with them. They don't trust them. They don't want nothing to do with them. But because they know they like money, they will deal with them. Just to achieve the objective and the goal, which is to bomb Venezuela. And when they bomb Venezuela, they're going to put some CIA agent inside of it to lead the country. And then you will see all the oil, all the gold, all the thing America going to go inside it for all the minerals that they have down in Venezuela. What do you think about it? Think about it. This thing is going to erupt sooner than you think. And when it erupts, we here who in Trinidad better pray. Pray. Pray that when they do what they had to do, we are really, we don't really fall between bombs dropping and we had to be bawling and crying, especially in the East-West corridor. They could do what they want. But leave the people of Trinidad and Tobago out of your back. And Kamala is quiet, you know, knowing fully well what she was planning, you know. Kamala very, very much quiet, you know. She quiet. She going about things like normal. But when they hear the real bacchanal, now that they really hear the real bacchanal, you will see she will have no other choice but to come out and make a statement eventually. Yeah, the days numbered. The days are numbered. I'm telling you. And that was it as, you know, drug cartel. They always love to say that, you know, they're going after the drug cartel. But in reality, they're going after Maduro and the bounty. So he ain't paying all that $50 million. He will pay that $50 million to Trinidad and Tobago to utilize the spot to go and bomb the people, please. So, when you get up, it's going to be a long, hot summer. And if it didn't happen before Christmas, well, thank God. Because the way how Trump getting on right now, he wants a war. He wants a war. And the only way for the United States to really make money is through a war. All that tariff thing that they're talking and they're saying, the thing, they just smoke. They need a war. And America hasn't gone to war in a very long time. America hasn't gone to war in a very long time. Now he calling for the Pope. And they need that. Yeah? They're ready, they're prepared. So all those people all those people who really believe that this thing is about really a good victory, it wasn't really no victory, because when you win, we may very well be, blood may be flowing in the street, because we may very well die because of stupidity. Because somebody fell we out. He don't fight war in the land for dinner. How the doctor only need to on the Interpol then? Ask Campbell and them. All let me tell you something. Go back to when Rowley said that when they tell him about some, I can't remember exactly what it was, when he said that I don't bound to come back to travel to the United States. As far as I'm concerned, I don't need to go back there. And he told them it straight up. When right now, America send troops over in Russia, make everybody feel that they couldn't fight war over there. But they fighting no war over there. You know what he say? He say, well, he hoping that Ukraine and Russia could make peace. Make more peace. The real war is down here. So while Russia and China, everybody distracted over there, he don't have the troops. America, why you don't understand how America is operating? That is why the man has put his thing in place. They have billions of dollars in oil. They have a reserve of oil. Mr. Wayne traveling, he traveling. So that's why you're not seeing Mr. Wayne on tonight. He traveling. Venezuela has oil, in abundance, So when they have all this oil in abundance, you feel them for Ukraine just had the nuclear plant with their hand and all them kind of thing. But they're not ready on that. We can't get Ukraine, so they give up on Ukraine. They lost money there, but they will make the money back down here. They will make the money down here. And once they get in Venezuela, it is going to be very hard for even Russia and China to try and take back control. To take control of Venezuela. Yeah, that is true, Alti. Mr. Alti. Yeah, the hospital is from here every year. Every year or every 2 years it is from. But Venezuela have one of the world's greatest oil reserves. So if they have all the oil reserves, Trump blocked, well, Kamala threw away the dragon deal. She said, well, she don't want that, humanity, she don't want that. So she blocked all of that. 50 years throw down the drain. For what? For what? A few, let me tell you something. This administration is not about development of Trinidad and Tobago, you know. This administration is about feeding the boys and the friends and the family and securing them a few dollars while you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, you're going to lose out on a whole heaping set of money. So we are going to lose more than even we gain. All them things blocked. The only thing that she went after, she going with Exxon Mobil and she gonna do the signing agreement. I don't think that Exxon Mobil will be going by the humanity deal. I'm not too sure. But because that is part of Venezuela waters too. But they are about small, like what is it? Penny wise, pound foolish. And that is what Kamala Prasad be sector. That is what her administration is. They will take the 1 cent and throw away the whole dollar because they want 1 cent. Well, after they bomb up Grenada, oh God, after they bomb Grenada, like so dangerous, so deadly, bomb the place, you know, literally. Big fighter jet flying over Grenada, and that was to kill the whole government. They kill them, they kill everybody and done. And they set up the university. You feel America doesn't know what it will be doing? America doesn't know exactly what it is they're doing. Well, if she get the oil from Trump, then. But we had to wait to see whether or not. We have to wait and see whether or not if well, we know they're going to invade, but we had to wait and see if America will give Kamala any oil. Because that oil from Dauntless in Venezuela is very much more expensive than we oil in Trinidad. Well, but I tell you, but they will have to do drilling in, you see that joint venture partnership. even if they do the joint venture partnership, they still have to go into the Venezuela water. So the Lauren, the manatee, while it might be in our part, but the real thing is really on them side. The oil is on their side. All the oil is on their side. And that's why you had the 20-year lease and you had the 30-year lease. And Kamala threw that 50-year lease in total. All because why? And Kamala don't talk anything about the manatee, you know. She don't talk anything about the manatee. She don't talk nothing about the dragon leaf. Hear what she said? She's going to Guyana and she's going to Suriname to look for oil. Yes, that is the same Exxon Mobil that has some shady, questionable dealings in Guyana, in which the Guyana public realized that they were not even benefiting from that oil deal. So we had to wait to see. But I tell you, 73% majority of the oil is in Venezuela. Majority of the oil is in Venezuela. And Kamala knows that. Kamala knows that. Don't feel Kamala stupid. Kamala knows exactly what she's doing. And we had the opportunity when Dr. Rowley and Mr. Fiotiong went out there and they did their investigation, they did the negotiation, they locked down the deal, they went to America. You heard when Mr. Fiotiong said that he went to America how many times, talking to both the Democrats and the Republicans. You heard it on extensive times. He went to Venezuela where he actually saw what was happening down there. So that is how they could have put together a proper negotiation to say, look, we will provide food and infrastructure and we will give them the material. But apparently Kamala don't want that. Kamala don't want that. And so we will have to wait, and we'll wait and see whether or not, if and when America invades, which is very soon, very, very soon, knowing the madman Trump is, knowing the madman that Trump is, we'll have to wait and see very, very soon how that is going to play off and whether Trinidad and Tobago will benefit from any oil from that. Yeah, well, it is true. It is true. But again, where is the majority of the oil? And that is what I'm saying. The majority of the oil is in the Venezuela water, and that is why it was so crucial for us to go and put down the plant so that they will be able to pull the oil from the two. Because remember, one is in our water, one is in Venezuela water. The majority of the oil is in their water. They have the better oil. The dragon field is separating by itself. The next section. So if it is that you have the manatee field, which there was more talking about, and you're getting that oil and extraction, and you're getting money from selling because you had the refinery here, you would have been able to operationalize it, sell the oil, get the money in US currency, give them food, give them material. That is what was when they work out. They can get no US dollar. America didn't want them to get no US dollar. That was the whole negotiation. But Kamala spoiled it. Kamala went, negotiate with herself, to get back into office, and this is what we end up going and deal with now in the coming days or coming months. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see because you don't know, you know. Trump just act like a thief in the night. When he get up in the morning, he say, all right, well, my troops let go some bombs and that was it. But I don't understand why she put Victoria. I don't know why she put Munilal there. And Munilal don't know anything about oil and gas and how to negotiate. I don't know why she put him there. And he is before the courts of Trinidad and Tobago, but so I don't know why. I don't know why. But also, well, Tangu, no, Tangu get open him out. Let me tell you who is really the finance minister. Eh? The man who's sitting down in Central Bank is really the finance minister. Not Tanku. That is just the man who will be in the forefront. The man who will be really calling the budget and dealing with the budget is the man who's sitting in Central Bank. Larry Howard. Don't get time. Kamala is not stupid. Isn't it? She's stupid to a point, but she knows that she can't put Tanku, who is a loose cannon. Larry Hawaii is really the Minister of Finance. Munla Kamala, none of them don't know nothing about energy. All the blah 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 is what led us to losing billions of dollars. That's why Mr. Stuart Young and Dr. Rowley had to go and renegotiate all them contracts. Even the Yaris contract that they put down, they had to go and renegotiate all them contracts because of what Kamala Prasad, the sector, and them did to this country by selling out, trying to sell we patrimony, sell we royalties, sell everything, knowing fully well that the deal was the worst deal that they could have ever made in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. And we're going to very well get it again. Because up to this day, we don't know what is really that deal signing. Because, yes, we had a time to on them because this deal was signed long before. But knowing these buggers and them who in power now, like Munilal and them, who don't have a clue about energy and energies industry, they may very well give ExxonMobil more leeway to make all the money and we get next to nothing. Because she's done talking about small money. Where's the small money that you're talking about, Cameron? What is the small money you're talking about? So we had to sit down, we had to wait, we had to watch and see how this thing plays out in the coming days and the coming months. If it takes so long. So let me see how this plays out in the coming days and the coming months with this whole thing. Well, yeah, no oil deal takes no for now, you know, that will take some years to get off the ground. And that's normal. You had to put down the platform, you had to put down the infrastructure, all them things had to go down first, you know. And them things they take a little while to get to build the platform. If you build the platform, that might take you a year and something. But we have the expertise here in Trinidad and Tobago to do it because we have done it already. We put the platform out in the sea and we send the platform where it had to go. So we can do it right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, I don't know where we're getting the oil from. And Mr. Thomas, if Trump continues he wants regime change in India, the tariff he wants, that man, something wrong with Trump, boy. Something wrong with Trump. And when you hear the kind of tariff that man putting on people and boasting, yeah, you have everything right here in Trinidad. You have all the mechanisms, everything. And we have all the trained personnel, yeah, right here in Trinidad and Tobago to do it. So we have all the necessary things. Yes, we have all the necessary things so that we could do what we have to do to survive in the oil and gas industry as we move forward. So people, today is Tuesday. I'm not too sure if it had a press briefing today because they normally start press briefing at all 7 and 8 and all kind of dotishness. But if it does have one, we will try to bring it to you. And yeah. So tomorrow is Friday. And tomorrow Jenny will be on tomorrow at from 6, I think it is, either 5:30 or 6 o'clock. And at 8 o'clock, well, normally I will be on. So I'll be on back at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And according to how this thing developed as this developing story, according to how this development takes place, we will be looking at probably a Saturday because we're not too sure. I tell you, Trump could get up in the morning and decide he launching an attack in the morning. So as far as we see the news coming in, we will be bringing to you live right here, and you will get to see it. Also, there's the one, I forget. But I will have it tomorrow for you all. I'll have it for you tomorrow. I will have it for you tomorrow. So, look out. There's a number of things happening on the geopolitics, and we will be looking at it, and we will try to get even one or two experts in the field from outside to look at and give us some information on terms of the geopolitics that is happening outside of Trinidad and Tobago and how it is going to affect Trinidad and Tobago and the wider Caribbean. So people, have a blessed, have a blessed night, Have a blessed night. And do see you all tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will be right back here. So let me leave you to take you out a little bit with your music. And Grenada had their carnival. And the person who would have won the carnival, the Soca Monarch in Grenada, okay, they call it when the program done. You understand? The person who would have won the Grenada Carnival, we get this song here quick, and we will leave you with that. Where you going? Alright, I can't find it, but we'll go with this song.
Why you know about the Job Island? Is 100 million in the band. They say we don't have no limit. Any faith we just crash it. They can't understand it. Why? Them can't play our madamas and we brings people we bad. Nobody else blacker than we when we play the job. Brings people, yeah, we bad like that. I tell you, as whoever they go tell you that. Don't in green. We don't joke around with the job don't in green. Every faith you know we must show bad don't in green. Fix up a plate and I long and we good. Don't in green. Everything is a whole mood. The life so different down here. Everything in the atmosphere. When we touch a fed though, we just turn it up to a different level. Yeah, we ting up there. I say yeah, we ting up. When it comes to fed the style we know it. Them can't play our madamas and we brings people we bad. Nobody else blacker than we when we play in job. Brings people, yeah, we bad like that. I tell you, as whoever they go tell you that. Don't in green. We don't joke around with the job don't in green. Every faith you know we must show bad don't in green. Fix up a plate and I long and we good. Don't in green. Everything is a whole mood. Don't come in the job if you don't black. It too clean mood with that. Job can't play without the whole I know. Chain to drag and closer to dab. Jug, hula, hula. Greens people mad at home. Them can't play our madamas and we greens people we bad. Nobody else blacker than we when we play the job. Greens people, yeah, we bad like that. I tell you, as whoever they go tell you that. Don't in greens. We don't joke around with the job don't in greens. Every faith you know we must show bad don't in greens. Fix up a plate and I long and we good. Don't in are full of vibes.
That's right.
Carry cool, have it nice. Matic, they don't play too. Best part. When the gas in our weaving and we link up on the vein, we go show them what the greens do. We bad. Them can play a madamas and we greens people, we bad. Nobody else blacker than we when we play job. Greens people, yeah, we bad like that. I tell you, as whoever they go tell you that. Down in greens, we don't joke around with the job down in greens. Every faith you know we must show down in greens. Fix up a plate and I long and we good down in greens. Everything is a whole.
I say load me up with the oil. Everything had to spoil from grandma go down to child. They've been wanting this for a while. Deal with them in a style.
When stars align, greatness outshines all hatred in space and time. So still we rise, with grace and with faith in the morning, with chains and oil. I am the backpack and I'm ready. Rum in the backpack and I'm ready. Promoter done laughing already with the backpack and the heavy owner. They go out to put the job and a payroll. Oil fresh like today roll. Put the job and a payroll. Oil fresh like today roll. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear. Don't give me that you want to pay. You want to pay. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear. Don't give me that you want to pay. You want to pay for them. They can't test the job. We the maddest thing in our festival. You can't miss the flag. I prefer a mask, miss me than I miss a mask. Head bad and I fully charge. Oh, I am a backpack and I'm ready. Rum in my backpack and I'm ready. Promoter done laughing already with the backpack and the heavy owner. They go out to put the job and a payroll. I'm fresh like today. Put the job and a payroll. I'm fresh like today. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear. Don't give me that you want to pay. You want to pay. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear. Don't give me that you want to pay. You want to pay for them.
As you load me up with the oil, everything had to spoil. From grandma go up to trial. Chop chop, they've been wanting this for a while. Deal with them in a style.
Me head bad and I fully charge. Oh, I am me backpack and I ready. Rum in me backpack and I ready. Promoter done laughing already with the backpack and the heavy owner. They go out to put the job and a payroll. I'm fresh like today. Put the job and a payroll. I'm fresh like today. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear. Don't give me that you want to pay. You want to pay. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear. Don't give me that you want to pay. You want to pay for them.
I thought this thing done.